Hi, so my name is Eveyln Ortiz. I'm the co-CEO of Opportunities for a Better Tomorrow. We're a nonprofit organization serving youth and adults across New York City by providing them education, job training, and employment services. So the moment where I realized that everything came together and that the Empower Her program was having a positive impact on the lives of the young women we were serving and their futures was actually towards the end of the program when they graduated. So we had a ceremony, but beyond that, it was a showcase where they shared their capstone projects, which was really a culmination of the entire program. They were able to showcase how they were going to advance their community through different infrastructure projects. And in addition to that, how they were going to use drone technology to support them and really look at it from a renewable energy lens. But what was interesting was to see them really shine, right? So we had a number of different guests that were there from across the city, elected officials, as well as city representatives and others. And the enthusiasm, the way that we saw them even talk about themselves and the work, the passion behind the work and how they really saw themselves in their communities. Some of them were working on projects in terms of granting more accessibility to older individuals within the community in terms of like establishing bus terminals that were more energy efficient, that allowed for people to sit in and really, you know, because sometimes there's long wait times for buses in New York City, but they really understood, right, what were the dynamics of the communities that they're a part of. And at the beginning, when they first started in the program, they were really shy, right? And they were trying to figure what their purpose was there, but they understood it towards the end. And what was even better than that was to see that they were posting on LinkedIn. So they were really trying to now bring forth what they learned even through their work readiness classes. They created videos about their experiences and how this experience is really going to help them pursue a career, potentially even as engineers, right? And they expressed how they never thought that they would even ever consider working in the trades, and how even having an engineering degree really ties into all of this. So that was really exciting for me to see all of that come together in that way. So what was interesting was when we went to Con Edison, for instance, you know, we have a partnership with them through the Empower Her program. Opportunities for Better Tomorrow does as well. They take on interns and have always been very collaborative. But what was really beautiful was that we had an entire day that we spent with the Con Ed team and met with different professionals from all throughout the company, folks that were working kind of on the back end from an administrative lens to those who are working on the ground, really breaking ground and establishing different projects. And Haugland, for instance, is working together with Con Edison on the Brooklyn Clean Energy Hub. And what was great and what I was not expecting was that level of engagement where the young people really got exposed to the overall company, but also understanding more about their role in the renewable energy movement. So it wasn't necessarily what was surprising, it was just to see the level of engagement from the professionals and to see how the young women embraced that and were so excited about it as well. I didn't imagine that you would have 25 people there ready to say, hey, this is what I know, this is what I've learned while I've been at this company. Come, learn more with us, and really doing a lot of that career exploration work that is so essential for our young people. So this program has been great in terms of showing our local communities that they can have access, right? Many times what we see is that a lot of individuals, specifically individuals of color, don't have access to these types of careers, and specifically within infrastructure, right, and construction. And what Haugland is doing is really showing them that they too can be part of this, right? It's showing us that we have to start early, right? That we need to start at the high school, middle school, as early as possible age, so that we can show our young people that there is a path forward, right? And you can start to express interest. The more that we can expose you, the more access you will get. And that's really important for this population because what they don't know, they don't pursue. And one thing that we have seen specifically with young people is that the more excited they get about it, the more they want to engage, and we want to be able to do that. And I think that this program has done that, and has done it really well, because we've worked with a number of young people throughout different schools. We've been getting the word out, and really excited even about next year. We've had a lot of people ask us, specifically from NYCHA housing, for instance, where we see that a lot of the young people are perhaps, have started college, dropped out of college, and now are looking to pursue different types of careers. This is a great opportunity to expose them to the trades. So one of the challenges that we faced in the program, and have been facing throughout this year in particular, has been seeing our young people go through food insecurity. And part of the way that we've been confronting that issue, and it has been a challenge, and we saw it throughout the summer, where many times the young people were coming to the program hungry, right? Or even sometimes when we were going on some of the field trips, right, they expressed it. And it's not something that you would say openly in front of people, but thankfully, because we started to anticipate some of these challenges early on, because of what we've been seeing going on specifically across our city, we established we worked together to ensure that we had, proper food that was available, healthy meals, right? In addition to that, we had case managers on staff who worked one-on-one with the participants to assess their needs. So that's something that we worked really closely with Haugland, and I'm really grateful that they provided those types of supportive services, because it's not just about exposing them to training and education, it's also thinking about the social, emotional, and healthy well-being of the individual. Haugland actually provided the funding to actually buy the food, right? And to ensure that we had breakfast, lunch, and snacks always available for the young people, so that they can, feel good while they're in the classroom, right? So that they could be wide awake. The information, the content was really hard. This was not an easy program. They were learning a lot of critical skills, but also in addition to that, they were, essentially taking a math class and a science class all together in one throughout the summer. So you want them to be alert and focused, and hunger is not one of the things that you want to focus on, right? And feeling like you're food insecure. So it was great to see that we had those resources available for them. Straight up, yeah.
Looking back, is there one project or event or moment that was very stuck in your head, like a milestone in this program so far?
Trying to think. I know, other than what I asked you, I feel like, that I shared with you, those were the key milestones that I've noticed for them in particular. Another key milestone that I witnessed while the young women were in the program was when they started to go and visit the unions and started to learn how to use tools and put all their skills that they learned to the test. And what was beautiful was to hear them say, I never would have thought I would be interested in doing anything with my hands. And to hear them say that this is something that they could envision, this is something that they could see more women in particular, was really great to hear. And it's great because we need more women in the trades. We need to definitely diversify the sector, demonstrate that women can and have the ability to do that and so much more.